Hello there, it is Flavour Friday and today I am going to show you one of Kuala Lumpur's prize dish, a Hokkien Mee. So Hokkien Mee is a egg noodle stir-fried dish. So we're going to be cooking some pork belly. It's got that lovely layers of fat and obviously going to give us great flavour. I've got some prawns, I've got some Chinese leaf, some Chinese cabbage and some garlic. And then here are my fresh egg noodles. They've just got a little bit of sesame oil on them just to stop them from sticking together. Let's start by preparing our wok clock, so our order of cooking. So first up, we're going to be cooking our pork and then we'll be moving on to our garlic. So I just want to chop up our garlic nice and fine so it can just blend through the noodle dish really well. So finely chopping our garlic. Okay, garlic goes on our wok clock. Next is our Chinese cabbage. So I'm just going to shred this down. Put all of those leaves together. Just remove that end part. About 1/2 centimetre in width. Nice and separate. Get a few pieces of this choy sum. I'm just going to remove the stalk and let all those pieces come apart. So you've got nice long leaves of green. And that's all I have to chop. So let's move over and talk about our sauce. So the sauce for this dish is traditionally very dark. So that comes from our dark soy sauce. We also have a little bit of light soy sauce to help bring that saltiness flavor through. We have some Shaoxing rice wine, which perfumes so lovely when you're wok cooking. We also have some white pepper and then some corn flour that will just help to thicken the sauce at the end. I've also got some chicken stock, so that will help to create a bit more depth of flavour and get a little bit more of that liquid, so we've got a nice saucy noodle. So the first thing I'll do is just add all these soy and the Shaoxing and the dark soy in together and a pinch of white pepper. Now, with my corn flour, I'm just going to make a paste. Never put corn flour straight into any liquid. I know we've all done it, but do not. It will go very lumpy. So a little bit of that stock. Dissolve the corn flour so it's ready to use. Okay, with any wok cooking, you need to be organized. We are going to be cooking on a high heat on a carbon steel wok, and we don't want to be racing around and risk burning anything. So my pork is going to be cooked first, then I've got my vegetables and my prawns and my noodles. So let's get cooking. So I've got some vegetable oil right around the outside of the wok. Okay, high heat goes on. Let's get this wok really nice and hot. You need to bring it to a smoking point. That's how you know that your wok is hot enough and you're ready to start cooking. Just using the back of my ladle to just spread around that oil. Make sure I've got a nice non-stick coating. Now that my wok is smoking, I am gonna go straight in with my pork belly. Spread it out, allow it to seal before we start moving it around too vigorously. And it will continue to cook, so we don't need to cook it too far at this stage, just enough to get a really beautiful colouring. Okay, colour's looking great. I'm now going to push it to the back of my wok. In goes my garlic. Now garlic can go quite bitter if you overcook it or burn it. So let's just get that moving. We're pretty much flash frying it, just to soften it and still get that flavour all the way through the dish. Again, pushing it to the back of the wok, getting that heat all the way through, and we'll go in with our Chinese cabbage. spread it out, allow it to get that colouring again, and then it's all about that rotation when wok cooking. So let's put our pork on top. Got heat coming from 2 angles now. Got a bit of a tummy in the head motion. Round and round, back and forth. Pushing to the back of the wok, and we'll go in with our greens. And we want them to keep their vibrant, so we're not going to overcook them. Covering them up just enough that they wilt down a little bit, but not overcook. Make sure that you've brought that heat right back in through. All that moisture comes out of the greens. We want it to get nice and hot again. I say this a lot in our class here at the school, that my biggest hate is overcooked prawns. No one enjoys a chewy, tough prawn. Just get that beautiful pink colour coming through and then mix them in. I'm pretty much just cooking them on this side of the wok. All right, mix it all in. That tummy and the head. Everything's looking bright and vibrant. It smells so good. So last time, pushing it to the back. I'm gonna get a bit of oil into the bottom of my wok. Make sure that my noodles don't stick. I'm gonna go in with my egg noodles. Nice big handful. My pork and prawns and veg goes on top, and then we get it moving. Whenever you are stir frying noodles, make sure that you really get your ladle to the bottom of that wok. You should hear the connection. By doing that, it means that you're not cutting up all of those noodles as you're moving them. You're mixing them around and getting them fried and coloured. Okay, you'll notice when that real weight comes into your noodles that they're ready. And so now we can add in our sauce. Start off by going in with my soys and my shaoxing. And I've just put a whole pot of cold liquid into a really hot wok. So that's dropped the temperature. We need to get that bubbling again. And then mix in all of our noodles. You can see it's taking on that beautiful, rich, dark colour. And at this point, we can add in a splash of our stock. Not too much, just enough liquid that we can make it really nice and saucy. And then if you just get all that liquid to one side, I'm going to add in a bit of that corn flour paste just to thicken it up so it can really wrap around those noodles. Okay. Oh, and that's taking on this beautiful stickiness now. With a really good mix. And they are ready to serve. Let's plate it up. It looks so silky and shiny. And get all of those ingredients showing. And there you have it, my KL Hokkien Mee. Time for a taste. Try and get some noodles, some pork, some prawn. Such a rich flavour with that beautiful dark soy sauce. You can taste the shaoxing rice wine. It's got a great flavour. You can find a Hokkien Mee in many different countries. There are so many different variations. This is my take on a KL Hokkien Mee. If you enjoyed the recipe today, then please check out the recipe below. Click like and subscribe.